because media is one of the ways that we get this, and again, my idea for this is not to snub anyone, but to bring enlightenment and to dispel myths, and maybe somewhat assist those that are in television evangelism by just helping them to get others to see that it is a good thing. Okay? But before we get started, again, I just say, I just mentioned earlier, I do have Tanisha Spears here. And Tanisha is one of the leading entrepreneurs here in the Raleigh area. She is the owner of Treasure's Home Care, Treasure Box Consignment Boutique, and Millennium Transportation. Did I get all of that correct?
You did, Pauline.
Okay. Good. All right. She is a wonderful friend. I just got to let you guys know how I do know her. She and I go way back to the 80s. We go back to 1983, I do believe, is when I first met her. And, we've been in touch ever since then, over the years. So that's some 30 plus years ago when I met this wonderful lady. And, like I said, she's been a great friend. And not only that, I just admire her for a lot of the things that she has done over the years. And like I said, she's an entrepreneur. I've always admired that about her. I may not have been as supportive as I could have been. I have tried. There was a couple of times in the when I was in the Raleigh area, and I tried to find her boutique and could not find it when I was just visiting here. But overall, I appreciate her. And not only that, we had her mom here some time ago. I mentioned earlier that her sister is Evangelist Douglas here. And, they say apples don't fall too far from trees. And I used to work with her mom some time ago, and her mother is a very well respected lady, and I'm telling you, she raised some beautiful daughters here. And she also has a son, and I just want to give a shout out to Miss Julia Douglas, who was on the show with us some time ago, and she was recognized not for just just being a friend or somebody I know. She was recognized for something that she has done, and it deserved a state award, state recognition by our governor. She was the recipient of the Longleaf Pine Award. Did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So, and I just like to spotlight good people. That's all. And no matter who they are and where they come from, I just like to do that. And I just want to thank the both of them for taking time out of their busy schedule today to be here with me on Chat Seat and on this show. All right. So, Tanisha, if you will, just share with our audience a little bit about yourself.
Well, as you mentioned, my name is Tanisha Spears. Mm-hmm. I've been married for 24 years, and I have been entrepreneuring probably half of those years alongside my husband with the transportation company is kind of where it began. And then I kind of ventured off and started getting into the fashion for women and just different things to help beautify women, mind, body, and soul with Treasure's Consignment Boutique, which then turned into just Treasure's Boutique, because consignment is a lot of work. People will bring you that stuff from 1913 and they want me to sell it and get a lot of money. So I kind of got away from that part of it. And then right before the pandemic, I guess maybe about a year before the pandemic, we just decided to go strictly online with it. So that's kind of where I am with the Treasure's Boutique part. Currently, I am the CEO of a home care agency, like you've mentioned, and that's here in Raleigh. We are housed at a senior living facility, which is a true blessing with the retirement committee. So busy with that, and also busy with a second-year college student and a 13-year-old seventh grader. So that's what Tanisha's doing right about now.
And you're getting a house applause. Woo! Because you said you're dealing with a 17-year-old
second year college student.
Yes. Okay,
and
all right.
13-year-old. He turned 13 last week. That's 7th grade. Yes.
Yes. That is awesome. I'm going to tell you that right now. You wear a lot of hats and you do a lot of things. Yeah. So, sisterhood. And I know our audience pretty much know a lot about evangelist Doug.
Things with people, and those things that resonate between the two of us. Those are similarities. Even though there's an 8-year difference, we can still relate. We can still we can agree to disagree about things. Just basically that's pretty much how I see it.
That is beautiful. And so, Tameka, I would love to hear your side of that.
Sure. The same. I think that, and it's really a blessing when you see that the relationship with some sisters aren't as tight or as close knit. I have friends, and I know of people who they're estranged. Their sisterhood is estranged with their blood sisters, and so I'm very thankful that that's not the case with us. It is a true bond. It's no fake stuff. I mean, we genuinely love each other. We genuinely talk to each other, text, and all that, bounce stuff off of each other. And like she said, it is not that far apart. I mean, 8 years. It is almost a decade, but again, close enough in age to, like she said, relate to one another, like similarities, just being there for one another and all of that. And we've always been like that. And one of the things that I often talk about is the fact that although I was younger, I can remember just her just pulling me into stuff before she left to come up here for school. When they would go to the basketball games, I'm like in middle school, but I was at Pinecrest saying, the roof is on fire.
Hey. That is so funny. What a great memory.
Pulled into that. And when she came to Raleigh, she also went to hair school, learned how to do hair. So I was at Pinecrest with the flyest hairstyle. She would come home, do my hair. I mean, just great memories like that big sisters do. And I mean, everybody doesn't have that. And so I'm thankful for those very fine memories and the fact that she would kind of let me join in with her and her friends during that time, but at the same time was respectful. I mean, the things that they probably were exposed to that I shouldn't be exposed to as a middle schooler, she didn't pull me in like that as a negative influence, but the positive things. And I have those very great memories to look back on that I'm thankful for. And I think it helped with our bond as sisters.
Oh, yeah. That's great. I am now thinking of a memory back when we were in high school, Tanisha. And when she mentioned hair, the pineapple wave. Tanisha, she always came with the latest styles of everything and hairdos. I remember, do you remember that? The pineapple wave hairdo. And I was like, oh, wow, yeah, I want to try that. When I tried it, it didn't look right on me, but she fashioned that very well. Let me ask you this. If there was anything either of you would change about each other, what would it be?
I can't think of anything. I think we really I think we balance one another well. Believe it or not, people don't believe that I'm an introvert, but I guess I'm kind of an ambivert in between the two. But she's more of the extroverted type.
No,
so
I'm not. No, I'm not.
I think we balance each other in terms of personalities. Like she's the type that can kind of get in the room and just interact with everybody, happy-go-lucky, and I'm kind of opposite in that regard. I'll force myself to do it if need be, but for the most part, I can just kind of sit back and just relax. She's different in that way, so I think we kind of balance each other for the most part. I can't think of something that I would say I would change necessarily.
Tanisha?
I've been thinking about that. Once she hit the table, I started thinking, like, what did she do to get on my nerves? Like, I can't really think of anything. Really, I mean, is everyone perfect? No. And do we have our flaws? Yes. But as far as being a wholesome person, a genuine person, a loving person, those are like top tier to me. So I can't really, you know what I'm saying? She's saved. She loves the Lord, she's fashionable. She's cute. I don't know, Pauline. P-Raw, sorry.
That's okay.
I can't think of things.
Oh, that's okay. Not that you would have to change anything or do it. That was just a question. wanted to ask you. Now, you do have a brother, Omar. I want to give a shout out to Omar. I haven't seen him in years. But next time you're in town, I would love to have you on the show as well.
Yes.
Now, fashion. I said one of the topics we were going to talk girly stuff, and you two very fashionable. As I mentioned before on the show when your mom was here, I admire the way she dresses. And as I mentioned earlier, they say apples don't fall too far from trees, and you two, I love the way you dress. I mean, models from head to toe, I would say. Yeah. So, tell us, let's talk maybe on some of the latest things that we see. Well, I'm gonna go back to this Queen of Bling. Mm-hmm. That is Miss Tanisha, Queen of Bling. I love it. How'd you come up with that Queen of Bling?
Someone called me that some years ago. When I did have the boutique over in Raleigh, I got involved with rhinestoning or doing custom T-shirts, rhinestone, and so that became a big part of my thing. And I was like, I kind of like this. So then I started customizing things with rhinestone, and I was like, Queen of, and I said, we're going to coin that as the Queen of Bling, And so that's kind of how it started with the rhinestone designs and the customizing of the different things that we did.
Okay.
So that's pretty much, and I just like things that bling. Earrings, shoes, jewelry, whatever, phones.
Now, I was a little skeptical about coming in here with this bright orange today. I was like, oh no. I have gained a lot of weight here, and I've been having trouble with my with my fashion over here. Give me some tips on what I could do to help myself, or someone that is not as fashionable or would like to be more trendy, or give us some tips. Wow. On what we could do.
One thing I can say, I don't know if that was for me or Tameka, but just let me
both of you, if need be.
So when you stepped out the car, the first thing I noticed was your jacket, right? And I was like, okay, it's pretty, the color's pretty, the jacket is fashionable. So you did that. You know what I'm saying? You can take a jacket and take it on a pair of denim jeans and fix and dress that thing up. And that's what I think you did today. Now, what I would have done with that was go on some bling jewelry and possibly a pendant. But you did that. I think you look really nice. And that's one thing you can do. You can take a simple jacket and put it on a pair of pants, or then, like you did. And it fashions you right on up quickly, in a quick way. You know what I'm saying? And then you saying you gain weight or whatever, but it hides things that we want it to hide, and still allows you to be the cutie that you are. Yes, ma'am.
You want to piggyback off of that, Tameka?
I think the same. I think sometimes where we kind of get it mixed, because I do the same thing, and I don't think I'm all that great when it comes to being a fashionista. So sometimes I look online and different things like that, and for instance, when I like a photo shoot or something, I'll sit up here and I'll be like, well, what kind of shoes, what kind of this, and what we have to realize is sometimes less is better. Like like she said, just throwing on a jacket as beautiful as the one you have on, which I love because I love color, orange, red, blue, green, all that. Right. But just knowing that sometimes less is better, and you can think, oh, this is not enough, or I need to do something different. And I'm thinking to myself now, girl, are you serious? You really think you need to go shopping or go to the store and pick up a shirt when there's something in there that you can do, that you can enhance and just make it look just as new and nice? So I think we have to remember that. And then what suits our body type, our body shape, and all that is so important.
Yes, and don't be scared of colors, if I might add. Yeah, sure. Some people are just scared of colors. Absolutely. And that really helps us with our skin tone and pigmentation. Colors are enhances the beauty, I think. And that's why I said that orange looks really nice on you.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, you know what? I'm going to give myself a house applause. Yes, if you're just tuning